Welcome to CAD Voyager. Today we are going to see about hatch command. We can access the hatch command through the draw toolbar, or otherwise you can also use the command shortcut hatch. The types of hatches available in this command are hatch, gradient and boundary. Boundary is not a regular hatch, but it is also available in the same command, so we are going to see about the boundary also. First, type hatch and press enter. Then it asks to specify the internal points. In this method, you can specify a boundary by just specifying a point inside the boundary. Immediately after specifying the point, it generates a hatch inside the specified boundary. Now we have drawn a hatch using pick internal point. Now we are going to see how to draw a hatch by select object method. For this method, first type hatch and press enter. Then in the displayed option, choose the select object or type yes for choosing the select object. Now it asks to specify the object. After selecting the object, an hatch will be drawn in the selected object. Note that the selected object must be a closed object. Now we are going to see how to use the internal settings in the hatch option. After entering into the hatch command, in the ribbon, all the hatch properties will be loaded. Over there, you can change the properties and you can customize the hatch required. Now, I am going to draw a associative hatch. Now, I have drawn a hatch by using select object method. After that, we are going to change the outline of the hatched object. Now, with the object, the hatch boundary also get changes because it is already in associative. So this is the use of the associative hatch. It will definitely reduce our workload. Now we are going to draw another hatch. This hatch should be non-associative so that we can see that when modifying the boundary, there will be no change in hatch. Now again type hatch and press enter. In the displayed option, type T or you can also select the settings. Now the settings dialog box will be open. In this settings, you can see the add pick points at the right side. These settings we have already used. The pick internal points and the pick point both are same. And below that, we can see add select object. This option also we have used already. In the command line, it will be displayed as select object only. Below the boundaries, we can see the options in which you can find annotative, associative and create separate hatches. Already we have seen the associative hatch. Associative and annotative both are same in nature. In associative, only the boundary will be adjusted, but in annotative, boundary also adjusted with the scale of the object. In this way, annotative differ from associative. The next option is create separate hatches. It is nothing. If you select two objects, then it will generate two different hatches and it has its own base point. If you uncheck this option and if you try to hatch two different objects, then it forms only one hatch and the base point of the hatch will be in the center of both the endpoint of the hatches. Below the options, we can find draw order. In this, we can choose the hatch where it to be placed. If the hatch should be placed in front of all the object, you can select bring to front. Otherwise, you can select as per your requirement. Below the draw order, you can find the layer. The default layer option will be use current. If you want to change them, you can change it by the drop down text box available over there. Below the layer command, you can find the transparency settings. By increasing the transparency of the hatch, it can be transparent. While using 0 for transparency, it acts as a opaque. And if you use 100%, then the object will be completely transparent and it looks like no hatch is done in the object. Below the transparency, you can find inherit properties. It is the most useful properties. By using inherit properties, you can directly select a hatch for which you want to format the newly added hatch. Shortly, it will load all the properties of the selected hatch. In top left of the dialog box, you can find type and pattern. Type has three categories: predefined, user-defined, and custom. Predefined are the hatches. It is available inbuilt in the AutoCAD itself. User-defined are the hatches. The user individually define and some of the hatch patterns. Then it will be stored in user-defined. Then custom. This will be the predefined will be modified according to the requirement of the user. So it will be stored in the custom. Below type you can find the pattern. The currently used pattern will be displayed over there. Below that you can find the color. If you want to change the color, you can change in here itself using the drop down text box. Below that you can find the swatch. By clicking the swatch, you can change the pattern you require. While clicking the swatch, another dialog box will be open. Over there you can select the pattern as per your requirement. Below the type and pattern you can find the angle and scale. In angle you can specify the angle from 0 to 360 degree. According to the value specified, the pattern will be rotated. Next option is scale. In scale you can change the scale so that the pattern will be more visible and mostly the drawing sheet scale will be matched with the scale of the pattern for the better visibility. In the bottom right corner you can find an arrow mark. By clicking that you can see these kind of options. Here you can find Iceland detection. Iceland detection is the selection type used in this hatch. By seeing the diagram you can get a clear idea about it. Below the islands you can find the boundary retention. This allows us to create a boundary while drawing a hatch itself. The drawn boundary can be polyline or a region. You can select that in the object type. So if you require a boundary along with the hatch, then you can go for this option. Below that you can find the boundary set. This settings has the option where our boundary should be defined. Below that you can find the gap tolerance. By increasing this tolerance, if it is not a closed object also, it can be hatched with help of this gap tolerance. Below that you can find the inherit option. If you use the inherit properties, then only this option will be active. Otherwise it will be inactive only. These settings give an option to inherit the origin point also with the other properties. With these settings, we are going to draw a hatch object. We have also checked in the create separate hatches option. Click OK in the dialog box. Then select the object you want to be hatched. We have selected these two rectangles. Now the hatch is formed. The formed hatches will be the two separate hatches for two separate objects. When we select the hatches, we can find that both hatches are different. and it also has two different origin points. Now again we are going to draw another hatch by removing the tick from the create separate hatches. This will make a same hatch for the two different objects also. For this, first type hatch and press enter. Then in the displayed option, select the settings. Then remove the tick from the create separate hatches. Click on OK in the dialog box. Then select the object to be hatched. After selecting the object and press enter, immediately a hatch will be formed. Now a single hatch will be formed for both the object. The origin point of the hatch will be located at the exact middle point of the hatches. For example, if we draw a line from one corner of the hatch to the other corner of the hatches, then at the middle point of the line, the origin will be located exactly. As per your requirement, you can draw the hatches. Now we are going to see about the gradient. The shortcut for gradient is GRA. You can type GRA and press enter, or you can use the hatch command also. By changing the hatch pattern, you can toggle to the gradient. Both hatch and gradient has the same settings, except the hatch pattern. It has the bicolor option in gradient, whereas the hatch has a single color or pattern type. From here you can change the color as per your requirement. I have changed color to green. After changing it, click on OK and then select the object to be hatched. We have not selected the create separate hatches option, so we are getting a single hatch for these two objects also. The color 1 is dominated in the first object and the color 2 is dominated in the second object. Because both the objects are at same gradient, so this happens like this. Again we are going to draw another gradient by selecting the create separate hatches. Now press on OK and select the object to be hatched. After that, two separate gradients will be formed. Both the gradients will have gradient in the same ratio. Now we are going to see about the boundary. Type boundary on the command line. Now a dialog box will be opened. We have already used this option in the hatch itself. Now I am changing the object type to polyline. Then click on OK. Then it asks to specify the internal point. Just click on a closed object. After clicking, immediately it will detect the boundary and it will draw a boundary immediately in the specified area. The newly drawn boundary will be in the polyline because we have selected polyline in the type. This is the easy way to draw a boundary. If you want to draw the same boundary by using a polyline or line command, it will take more than 2 minutes. But in this command, it immediately generates the boundary. By knowing these type of commands, we can save our time greatly. These are all about the hatch command. Let's meet with another topic. Please like our video if you find it helpful. Share with your friends who are interested in learning AutoCAD. And if you have any doubt regarding this video, please comment it. Subscribe our channel to get the regular updates. Thank you.